Ha! Lie, lie.
Great news. I had a new lesson today. It went really well. It was only 45 minutes. We didn't do a double or anything, but I went there for practice first, and he said he couldn't tell that I practiced. But the thing is, I did a video about shoes that you can wear, jazz shoes, different types of shoes for ballroom. For practicing ballroom, I think you most definitely need something with suede. I have a pair of jazz shoes that doesn't have suede on the bottom, and I need to buy suede. But so I just don't want to put anything sticky on them. I've done that before, and part of the reason they're so slippery is because I used Goo Gone to take the stuff off. They're really old shoes. I put them through a lot. At one point, they were covered in duct tape, and I had to take the duct tape off because I don't remember what the purpose was of the duct tape it had. Oh, because I was practicing on cement floors. So I covered the bottom of my jazz shoe with duct tape. So now it doesn't have duct tape. And 2 times I had to use Goo Gone to take the stuff off of the bottom of the shoes. So they're like perfectly fit to my feet. There's no holes in them or anything. They fit fine, but they're really slippery. So like doing the salsa and stuff, sometimes my turnout does this, and I'm trying to keep a turnout. But like the slipperiness doesn't, just messes with my feet sometimes, my foot positioning. But it's really important to do balancing exercises, I suppose. I do a lot of that. Up and down and up and down. 1 foot exercises. Excuse me. But so we had a good lesson. Anyways, and we didn't practice our merengue, but we did go over new choreography for bachata. So the great thing is, oh, that's how I was going to start the video. I forgot. Mom's back. Okay, I don't know that I'm really that excited about it, but she's back, which means filming. We are filming again. Thank God. Wow, I look really fat with my face all going like root. But we're filming again. So that's great news because this upcoming competition, and it was so funny that they have to ask me for money sometimes. And honestly, I feel like they're asking me for money every single week for something or other. They're asking me for money for something. And we get tired of it. Like, oh God, like we know what we're signed up for. Just chill out. But they're like, come on, we need money, we need money. And so we get like the salespeople get really pushy, and you have to push back a little bit. It's not a push, but it's like, okay, later. I'll do it later. Bye. So my mom is dealing with the sales today, and she didn't want to do it. And I was like, just pay it. It's only, I guess the competitions are really cheap right now because, especially the virtual ones, the one that I was gonna go to is only gonna cost me about $150. Sorry, my phone. $150 for me and Wes. And then if it was just me, it was gonna cost like 110 or something. I don't really remember, like $50. It wasn't that much. But so the Arthur Murray one is like a little over 200. It seems like a lot probably to the average person. $200 to compete, they should be paying you. I hear that a lot from my family. They should be paying you. But it's a lot to have these events, put these events together, and they haven't figured out a way to get an audience for it, and they kind of keep it private to the members, in which case the members have to pay to participate. So that's why. And in some ways, they try to convince me that Arthur Murray's better than outside competitions, and it's an ongoing argument or whatever, worth discussing for like 2 minutes. So outside competitions can be less expensive than Arthur Murray, but you never know what they're looking for as far as judging and who the judges, where the judges are going to come from, yada yada. Sometimes they're the same every year for certain competitions. Sometimes they'll pull in somebody new from who knows where. But then there's Arthur Murray competitions, which Arthur Murray teachers will tell you is better for different reasons. The age factor is not as big of a deal. They're not really judging you that much on your weight, depending on how advanced you are. They're not judging you on those types of things. But in outside competitions, the competition is a little bit higher, sometimes higher level, depending on the level. But even still, you could be going against anybody from anywhere, and you really have to be like, I guess you don't know who you're going against. You can kind of figure it out. People have been there before. You know certain people, whatever. But in Arthur Murray, it's kind of a community. Like, so I know a lot of the people from different states, even not just within California, but from the different states, you know, the teachers. And because we all perform together virtually and previously at events, I know who the students are. So you get like a small amount of fame within your community, but you get to know each other and you know each other's faces, and you kind of know like what your competition looks like. So in that way, some people will consider it better, but in somebody else would say, well, that just makes it easier. It's not really as competitive. So there's a lot of different ways you can look at it. It's just really comes down to your preference and, you know, what it is you want to participate in. But the great thing about certain dance companies, like big names like the Fred Astaire's, Arthur Murray is the this and that, whatever. You have to ask if you want to be part of stuff like the WDSF. You're really young and you know you want to compete when you get older. Some of the bigger franchises are more well known for that type of thing. They will they are certified to teach, and anything that you learn there you can take into those championships. You can participate in those championships. Their schools are registered and so on. But in some smaller name schools and maybe independent names that just have a studio may not have the registration or whatever it takes to be able to participate in those events. So it depends on what you're trying to do. If it's a dance career, if you're just being competitive, if it's just something you want to do for social purposes, it all depends. But anyway, so that talks over. I'll do a video about that at some point in time, and maybe I'll talk to Wesley. We can have another interview with Wesley or something about those things. So I was going through so much during the holidays, and I was going to have this big ending holiday video where I talked to some of the staff, yada, yada, but some of the stuff, legal stuff that I have to do, I wasn't really sure if I could film certain things. So I didn't. And I really regret it because I think it would have been a great ending show. But whatever. So I still just me and Wesley. That's the way it's going to stay. That's planned for the rest of the future of the show right now. And the competition is coming up, but I am going to miss this Sin Limites competition, which I really think I had a good chance in. And I was so upset, but it's okay. We got other things going on that we're working on right now, and I'm really excited about it. So maybe we'll talk more about that in the future. I did something really crazy. I auditioned, or I've been auditioning for voice, like singing stuff. I auditioned for Eminem. If anybody knows my history with that, you have to go to my personal thing and check out all my old videos, which are really just crap about mental health issues and running tips. But sometimes I would talk about the music industry. But anyway, I auditioned anyway. I knew nothing was going to come out of it, but I auditioned anyways. And it sucked. I spent like 2 hours singing my high notes. My neighbors started like, they were like, shut up. One of my neighbors, the daughter, came out. So I think she was having a sleepover. One of the girls went outside and she started screaming, ah, that's what you sound like. She was like mad that I was singing, but they didn't know that I was auditioning. So it was kind of embarrassing. They don't know what I do, my neighbors. So I auditioned for that. And by the time I just finished the videos, I didn't check all of my recordings for the best one. I just sent the last one because I got so tired of it. I just sent the last one, and then I looked them over and I was like, oh my God, that's actually the worst one, because I was singing for like 2 hours. So you think practice makes perfect, but actually in singing, in those last few minutes of a 2-hour run, you're kind of dry and you just need some honey and whatever. So whatever, no callback. So I decided to audition for The Voice, only I can't figure out how you're supposed to do it, and I haven't received an email back, but I really wanted to do that. And I think I may have missed the boat, but I'm not sure. So I keep doing stuff like that. I don't know. That's the beginning of this week. Next week, or my next lesson is on Thursday. We're going to finish up our choreography and make sure that we really look good and there's no flubs in what we're doing, because we only got so much time to do it in. And I've never done one of these Art and Murray competitions before. It's the first of its kind. Again, a virtual competition, first of its kind of a thing. I mean, we've done that before, but it's a little bit different this time because I think it's live. So I don't know. We're just crossing our fingers. We're going to do really well. I'm entering at a lower level. I don't know if it's intermediate or what it is, but they have me all set up for it. And so it's just gonna like kickstart the year. And I'm so excited for what we're going to be doing in the future. I can't wait for it, actually. So, anyway, thank you for so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and tell all of your friends to subscribe to us as well. Continue to watch our videos. We have a new episode up just last week about my COVID story. If you're interested in COVID stories, I don't know if you're sick of that yet, but mine's actually kind of weird. Anyway, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.